I think this naturally lead to your next question. So, Ricardo, you were a graphic designer before you found the passion for a new career in experience design. What are some of your advices for people who are now looking to transition into digital design careers such as UX, UI, and product design?
Yeah, no, this is great. Love this question. So to give you an idea as to what my background is, I started off as a print designer. I went to a community college, talking about getting your bang for your buck. And I was there for 2, 3 years, more or less, graduated with whatever X amount of credits and a degree, an associate degree. And I started freelancing right away, and I was doing really well. I had, small clients, medium-sized clients, multiples, and again, and things were going well. But then the financial crisis hit, 2008, more or less. And so that's when, again, business was hard for everybody, including myself. And especially again for the small mom and pop shops, all of a sudden they don't have money to advertise. They don't have money to spend on print media. They don't understand digital. So everyone's holding on to what they had and just hoping for the best. So people like myself suffered quite a bit. And my dad was the one that kind of gave me his great advice. He's like, hey, just get better at your craft. You know, you're good at what you're doing. Get better at it. That's stuff that nobody can take away from you. And that level of wisdom and your understanding is not going to go away. And the market can determine that you're gaining skills. And again, seek growth. Try to, it's similar to what Emily was saying earlier. Try to learn every day. Try to get better at that. And again, as I said, if I were to look at myself 10 years ago or however long and say, hey, Ricardo, do these things, I would definitely say, hey, try to get better at your craft. Especially nowadays, we're in a pandemic. People are staying away from all kinds of things. Now is the time to get better. Now is the time to, if you do have a 4, 5, 6 year degree, what else can you learn? What else can you do? If you're having a hard time getting a job, how can you make yourself more hireable, right? Gain the right skills so you can get those jobs. And let me see, what else did I write here? I don't know. It's been some time. Oh yeah, so I talked about learning from essentially people who are doing things well, right? If you see apps, what works about them. If you're seeing a great website, stuff that's winning awards, why does it work? Why is it winning those things? Try to digest it, break it apart, learn it so that all of a sudden you have a solid design vocabulary, right? Those become tool sets that later on you can put right back out. When I talked about craft, I was also thinking like there's the digital and analog. Oftentimes we tend to think, if I learn this program, right? If I can only learn Figma, right? Pay the whatever $100 a month or whatever it is. I don't know what it is anymore, but like if I pay that money and learn that program, I'm gonna be able to get the job. And that's only part of it, right? Like you're gaining tools, you're learning tools, but what are the soft skills? Whether it's talking to someone or again doing user journeys, user flows, thinking through problems. Those are soft skills that you need to grow in. And yeah, I mean, in regards to growth, um, what did I put here? I don't know anymore. So seek opportunities that help you grow. Again, to me, that's key. Try to put yourself out there. Don't get bogged down over, little details. Don't seek to get promoted too high too quickly. Just try to learn. Try to pick up different things from different people. There's nothing, again, especially if you're starting off, don't come across as the hot shot. Don't feel like there's nothing worse than, interviewing someone who's very arrogant. Humility goes a long way, and I think we all want to work with people that we like.
That's great advice. I
Mhm.
always tell my student, if you are not talented, you don't get to invited to interview to begin with. If they are inviting you to the interview, they want to see if you are the someone that they want to work with. So I think that's something that's really important. And when you go there, it's about showing who you are. It's not just like keep on trying to show off that I'm the best designer, which, well, I think there are a lot of talented designers out there, and people are looking for someone that's a team player. So a lot of these other qualities are very important.
For sure, CJ, I will hire you. Right personality.
I have a follow-up question for you from the audience. The question is, we start to see there is a saturation in UX designers. A lot of people are jumping into this field because it has been hot for a few years. Do you think now is still the right time to get into this field?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, absolutely. There's no right or wrong time to get into a field. I think, again, as I mentioned, if your portfolio is good, if your portfolio can get even better, if you have the right skills, then I wouldn't wait. Quite the opposite. Um, if you're following anything that's going on financially, tech is the one thing that's doing really well. So if you're trying to move into, again, whether it's UX or UI or something else within that realm, right? I mentioned a bunch of different like categories or titles. Product design's another really big one. Again, it's all very relatively the same. They're all within the same family. So I wouldn't wait. Yeah, definitely jump into it.